Welcome to Richie Shot. Today we will see together what is moving markets, and we will begin with Powell. Let's dive in. All eyes are on Jackson Hole Symposium. The U.S. bond market is heading into a decisive week. All eyes are on Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, who will take the stage Friday at the annual Jackson Hole Symposium. For years, this high-profile gathering of central bankers has been a platform for policy signals that can shake global markets. This time, the stakes feel even higher. Powell's message will be closely parsed for clues about whether the Fed is ready to begin cutting rates as soon as September. Investors believe a quarter-point cut is nearly locked in. The case has grown stronger after weaker jobs data, and markets are already betting on at least one more move before year-end. Yet, inflation remains sticky, and stronger than expected readings have kept some economists cautious. Powell now faces the delicate task of reassuring markets while underscoring that the fight against inflation isn't over. The timeline is clear. The next jobs report arrives September 5th. The Fed's rate decision follows on September 17th. Sam Altman on artificial intelligence. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman says the artificial intelligence sector is beginning to resemble a bubble. His comments, reported by The Verge on Friday, have intensified the ongoing debate over whether investor enthusiasm is pushing AI valuations beyond reasonable limits. Quote, "When bubbles happen, smart people get overexcited about a kernel of truth," end quote. Altman told a small group of reporters last week, and quote, "Are we in a phase where investors as a whole are overexcited about AI?" End quote. "My opinion is yes. Is AI the most important thing to happen in a very long time? My opinion is also yes," end quote, he was quoted as saying. Altman's words highlight a paradox that has defined every major innovation wave. Transformative technology often attracts waves of capital, hype, and speculation. AI is no exception. The challenge, he suggests, is separating genuine progress from inflated promises. Quote, he even drew a parallel to the dot-com era, when excitement over the internet drove stock prices to extraordinary heights before collapsing. Between March 2000 and October 2002, the Nasdaq plunged nearly 80% as companies with little revenue or profitability disappeared. Altman's comparison underscores the risks. AI may truly change the world, but history shows that unchecked investor euphoria can end in painful corrections. Last week on Richie Shot, we covered President Donald Trump's move to allow NVIDIA and Advanced Micro Devices to sell AI chips to China in exchange for 15% of their revenue. Now a group of Senate Democrats has taken a direct step in response. On Friday, 6 senators released an open letter calling on Trump to reconsider the deal. The letter was signed by Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer of New York, along with Mark Warner of Virginia, Jack Reed of Rhode Island, Jeanne Shaheen of New Hampshire, Christopher Coons of Delaware, and Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts. It came just days after Trump announced that the two semiconductor giants would be granted export licenses under the revenue-sharing arrangement. The senators wrote, "Our national security and military readiness relies upon American innovators inventing and producing the best technology in the world, and in maintaining that qualitative advantage in sensitive domains. The United States has historically been successful in maintaining and building that advantage because of, in part, our ability to deny adversaries access to those technologies." They added, "The willingness displayed in this arrangement to negotiate away America's competitive edge that is key to our national security in exchange for what is, in effect, a commission on a sale of AI-enabling technology to our main global competitor is cause for serious alarm." The senators also warned that shipping NVIDIA's H2O and AMD's MI308 chips to China could enhance its military capabilities, a charge NVIDIA firmly denies. The letter signals a new stage in Washington's intensifying struggle over the balance between commercial interests and national security in the global AI race. Apple to win in AI battle. Apple is quietly revisiting robotics projects, signaling a shift in its strategy as attention moves beyond Apple Intelligence. According to reporting from Bloomberg, The company has been experimenting with several AI-powered hardware ideas inside its labs. Concepts on the table include smart home hubs, security-focused devices, and even a robotic system designed to recognize faces and move in response to users. Insiders caution that these explorations are early stage and may never progress to commercial release. One of the more advanced prototypes carries the internal codename J595 and is being considered for a potential launch around 2027. Beyond this, Apple is also said to be investigating mobile robots that can roll on wheels and humanoid machines aimed at industrial use cases. At a recent company-wide meeting, CEO Tim Cook stressed that Apple must win in AI. He described the upcoming lineup as noting that some products are nearly ready while others remain years away. Robotics was not mentioned directly, but the remarks reinforced Apple's intent to compete aggressively in artificial intelligence.
A new milestone for electric cars in Europe.
According to The Guardian, Western Europe has just logged a new milestone in electric mobility. Between April and June, registrations of battery-powered cars surged to record levels, with almost 600,000 new vehicles hitting the road, according to fresh research. The rise marks a sharp turnaround for the industry, which had seen growth slow over the past year as adoption fell short of earlier expectations. Analysts say the momentum is being driven by a wave of smaller, less expensive battery electric vehicles, lowering the entry point for households that might previously have been priced out of the market. Although running costs for EVs remain far cheaper than for petrol cars, the upfront purchase price has long been a barrier. Automakers are now working to change that. European manufacturers, including Stellantis, parent company of Citroën, and Renault, have rolled out more budget-friendly models aimed at cost-conscious buyers. Industry experts believe these launches will be critical in broadening the customer base and accelerating the transition away from fossil fuel vehicles. The push also reflects mounting pressure from Brussels. EU emissions rules require car makers to slash the carbon footprint of their fleets, and expanding electric options helps keep those targets in reach. With affordability improving and regulations tightening, industry watchers say Western Europe may now be entering a new phase of electric adoption, one that could bring EVs into the mainstream.